I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this movie, to be honest. The Snow White adaptation. All right, Rachel Zegler is cooked. It's looking grim for Snow White. She-Hulk erased from MCU as well? Question mark. She-Hulk was so freaking bad. I'm not even mad about that.
Has that Snow White trailer like made it onto YouTube yet?
It was on Twitter, I think.
It's on Twitter.
Oh yeah, like people took it from the cinema and posted on Twitter. It's there, but it's not on YouTube. They didn't publish the trailer on YouTube because they knew the backlash it would get.
Released by Disney, if that's what you're asking.
I watched it though.
What are your thoughts on that? Now, it could be we just want to get people to the theater, so we're going to start showing our trailers in theaters first, which I can see business-wise.
That's
or it could
smart,
be they don't want to get ratio to oblivion when they put it on YouTube eventually.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
They're
blockbuster.
scared of YouTube.
Like, I'll also say the idea of trailers that we've never seen on YouTube coming out in theaters first a couple days before we see it released on YouTube has been happening. Like,
it's been
that happens with plenty of Marvel movies and stuff like that. Now, the first trailer, the very first trailer, usually that's boom everywhere all at once. All the subsequent ones, sometimes they're kind of parceled out, and sometimes they're in, like, you see one in a theater a couple days before you even see it online. So I don't know if it's necessarily anything new or if there's anything strategic surrounding this one or not, but I'm sure it'll get annihilated just like everything else. Even though I did have to like try to fact check some engagement farmers on Twitter over that old ass Snow White video. The one from January of 2023.
Oh, the Rachel Zegler video where it looks like she was apologizing, but she was, that was old.
Yeah, and people like, this is the apology she gave for insulting Trump fans. How do you feel about this?
Oh, and that's
fucking
an old
millions
video,
and millions of impressions on Twitter, even though it's a straight up fucking lie.
Do you reckon Snow White has any hope for design?
No, it costs so much money. It will flop hard. It's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, like
So
could it do a Wicked though?
No,
their live actions just have not.
Oh, I think Wicked is gonna be good. I actually have a feeling that Wicked is gonna be a good movie. I'm watching it the moment it comes out. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I mean, let's see.
Translated, like, I know we could look back to like the Lion King live action, but like they saw a precipitous drop off in quality and also in just overall money. So I don't think it's gonna do well.
Again, in our space with the Cynthia Erivo poster thing that she said and some of the cringe stuff, like our space is the only place where people have been like negatively at all talking about Wicked. Like most of it has been like extremely positive from the target audience. Think about not just our space for Snow White, but the target audience. Think of how Disney fans reacted to Rachel Zegler, not necessarily about the Trump thing, but about what she said about the animated movie.
About Snow White,
like shitting on the source material and expecting us to support you. Why? Why would you do that? You should appeal to the audience who are in love with the source material. They're the one who are going to give you the money. They're the one who are going to go and watch this. And you're shitting on them. Who are you appealing to? Who are you asking to come and watch this movie? And let's not talk about like the race swap and stuff. And the fact that you didn't even hire small people to represent them in the movie, but you CGI'd them. Why would you CGI a live adaptation? What animation exists for that? A cartoon exists for that. Why do we need it? Like, that makes no sense. It is so dumb.
That's the reason there's so much backlash for this. It's because it's not just for us who we're probably not the target demo. It's from the people that are supposed to love it. The Disney fans, the Disney adults, the people who watched that as a kid and like to show it to their kid and want to take their kid to be a Disney kid too. Those are the people that really have like hated what Rachel Zegler has been talking about in regards to the original, and they hate that they're changing so much about this one.
That's why she became the poster child for modern Hollywood. It's not about Snow White. It was about her attitude towards the audience and towards the source material, the movie that created Disney. So she, as Ryan just said, she pissed everybody off. She pissed everybody off for different reasons, but that's why she became the poster child. I don't care about Snow White, but I do care about like the cultural significance, and that's why it hit the stratosphere as far as like going viral, because there's just been so much of this crap with stuff we do care about. Like, this is really she encapsulated it perfectly in a couple of videos. Everything that's wrong with Hollywood. That's why people are talking about it.
And even though it's just a YouTube video and it's just a YouTube trailer, the fact that that thing has around 100,000 likes and over 1.3 million downvotes, when remember the vast majority of people that are watching that can't even see how many dislikes there are. So it's not like they're participating in a pile-on necessarily. They can't see that number unless you have the extender.
I don't.
That just tells you that virtually everyone, it's overwhelming hate.
Oh yeah. But it's the attitude. It's the attitude. It goes beyond politics, because you can find someone who is a spoiled brat, whether it be like far left, far right, far center, that thing even exists. It doesn't matter, because it's the spoiled attitude that really pisses everyone off, which then, and of course the hatred for the source material, if people are interested, love the source material. So if you hate it and disrespect it, did you see Brett Cooper dress up as Snow White to create a, did you see that?
Oh yeah, she looked great.
She looked great, So it was, I don't know. It is what it is.
We'll see. I don't think the movie's going to do very well. I think YouTube channels will be made, launched. A lot of careers will be launched when this comes out, and I think it'll probably be like the most cringe thing next year.
I would actually watch her version of it, the Brett Cooper one from the Snow White. I saw the trailer before, like a couple of months ago.
I think it's pretty easy to predict at this point. It's going to be the Marvels and the Acolyte of next year.
Because a film like that has to at least look good, or at least half decent, and it doesn't even have that.
The dwarves look so bad, and I just remember from the trailer where she has her get the dwarves clean up the house, when in the original she was cleaning.
Right.
It's just
How dare
hilarious.
By the way, I want to call out Wicked, because Peter Dinklage is not a fucking goat, and he played a goat.
Wow.
What a bastard. What a son of a bitch. He stole a role from a goat.
Those are goat jobs.
All those goat actors, man.
I think you can tell from Disney's reaction, though. They knew she got bad press. They tried to rehabilitate her image. They put out, there was Variety Puff pieces about her. There was multiple interviews about how nice she is. And they were like, oh, we're just really friendly people. And she just can't keep her mouth shut.
No.
That was the main thing.
Yeah, I
All
think
the effort they put into it destroyed.
The most telling one, I think, was when she did that sit-down interview with Halle Bailey. And her whole demeanor was completely different. She was very soft and feminine and so reverent to the original movie. And it's like, you could tell she was just putting on the act, and she fucking hated it. And like you say, her true personality comes through sooner or later. It always does.
Maybe it's better that way. That's what I think. We can see.
The next D23, she also did a speech about how much she really adored the original movie, and it meant so much to her and everything. Like, her entire attitude changed from one year to the next. So they definitely tried to change the tone.
One of the AI dwarves definitely looks like Comics Division. I don't know if that's why he left just now.
Those things are all nightmare fuel, though. Like, they're big, fleshy, like flat CGI faces.
Yeah, we can't show it to you because it's basically a cam copy that's going around Twitter. And Disney doesn't hit anybody for anything really, except for that.
Unreleased stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I will give Disney credit over Paramount and Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is
definitely.
the fucking worst.
Whenever I tried to react to trailers and stuff, bam, copyright after copyright. Like, I started like reacting to trailers and stuff on YouTube on my Bunnymon channel, and it blew up. Like, I got so many views and so many people watching, but I didn't earn shit. It was all copyright. I was like, why am I doing this? I stay at 5 a.m. awake in my hometown, in my country, because I'm not living in America. The time zone is different. I like spend hours just reacting to it and editing it and uploading it just to not earn any money. And I was like, I'm done with this. Like, it's really not worth it.
Hitting you for copyright stuff. Got claimed. She-Hulk. She-Hulk got claimed.
This was hilarious.
This is the day Hope died.
I'm sorry, Disparu.
We were talking about
hanging on to. It's like, well, she's still on the poster.
We were talking about this on Open Bar, though. When you look at the rest of them that are still left, like, damn, how many are even like relevant? Captain Marvel is basically done. Shang-Chi, who gives a shit about him?
Yeah. Okay, Loki would be. Okay, Captain America, like.
Like, Scarlet Witch is dead.
Shuri, the backlash over not recasting Black Panther, T'Challa has been huge.
I guess they're going to keep changing it.
And rightly so, by the way. I would have much rather have seen a Black Panther with Black Panther in it, to be honest with you.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, Let's see. Scarlet Witch is dead. Loki is he's a variant.
No shit. They should have just recast, used Michael B. Jordan as T'Challa and never fucking addressed it. Like never, just pretend that it's normal and just move on from there.
Like this is your Avenger, because everybody's like, Avengers movies are coming out. It's like, who the fuck are the Avengers? These are the Avengers. These are the Avengers, and it is a bunch of B and Z list. And Nick Fury, man, he's the most cucked here. God damn,
he's burned now.
After Secret Invasion, the Marvels, no one gives a shit about Nick Fury.
And Yelena as well.
Like,
why are they still trying to push Florence Pugh in this universe? Like, she was in one of the shittest movies in the entire lineup.
They really want her to work.
They want
so
her
they
to
gave her a
the
sequel.
next...
I mean, Thunderbolts is basically a sequel to a couple of things, but it's a sequel to Black Widow. That's what it is.
I think that she is
wants
supposed
her
to be kind of
next
the lead
Black
character
Widow or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna lead the Thunderbolts,
actress,
and I'm so pissed off about it.
Because she's just like Scarlett Johansson. Really, she's a girl. I mean, just like her.
She's white.
I like Florence Pugh.
I
like her with her fucking
like
tits
her.
out
I
in
like
Oppenheimer. I like Florence Pugh, but I just don't care about the character Yelena at all.
No.
Thunderbolts is gonna be so depressing, because it's not Thunderbolts. It's Thunderbolts in name only. It's not the original story.
It's a Dark Avengers.
Yeah, they want
more of that. Yeah,
a Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad. That's what they're gonna go with. And it's gonna
I noticed that
it's gonna,
from the trailer.
Again, it's gonna be years till they turn things around. The plot synopsis came out for Fantastic Four First Steps, and I mean, we all knew this, but a confirmed female Silver Surfer, which is just fucking stupid.
Why?
Man. It is the worst decision ever made, and it'll probably and then Pedro Pascal is the smartest man alive. Come on, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Stop casting this dude, okay?
Oh my god, they hate
Erotic.com.
They hate Daddy. I love Daddy. He's not the best actor out there, but there is something about him that I really like. Although I didn't like him in Gladiator 2, I think he was lacking a bit there.